Hey guys, Austin here, and in today's video, I kind of want to talk about Connor Brown. I know we're all talking about Connor Brown these days. There's a lot of discourse around this player. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of people preaching patience. So I wanted to take a look at his advanced stats with some players, and then I wanted to discuss what I would do with him if I was GM of the Oilers. So to jump right into it, Connor Brown this season in 22 games played, he has 0 goals, 1 assist, 1 point, 32 shots on goal, and he's a -10, and he averages almost 15 minutes a night. Now, with the advanced stats on the season at even strength, his Corsi for percentage is 50.75, shots for percentage is 52.33, expected goals for percentage is 49.24. He has a goals for percentage of just 20. He has a 49.52 high danger chances for percentage and just a 925 PDO. So on the surface, without looking at anything else, you could argue that he's actually been pretty unlucky and he hasn't been nearly as bad as some fans think. Yes, he's under 50% expected goals for, but it's marginal, and the goals for percentage might not reflect the chances that he's been on the ice for, and the fact that he has been on the ice for 0 high danger goals, that is more luck based in my opinion than talent or player issue. But I wanted to dive a little bit further and show him with other players on the team. So with Connor McDavid, when Connor Brown is with Connor McDavid, they've played 44-22 time on ice together. Now Brown's Corsi for percentage is 56.99. But McDavid without Brown, it increases to 59.84. Brown's shots for percentage with McDavid is 57.69, and McDavid's without Brown actually dips a little bit. It's 57.35. Now, here's the big thing. Connor Brown's expected goals for with McDavid is 49.20. Connor McDavid's expected goals for without Connor Brown is 62.69%. They have a 16% goal share, and McDavid's goal share without Connor Brown is 56%. High danger chances for share is 47.83 with Brown and McDavid without Brown, it's at 62.82%. High danger goals for 0 when those two are on the ice together. McDavid has a 64% high danger goals for percentage. Connor Brown and Connor McDavid had an 806 PDO. McDavid without Connor Brown is a 996. So obviously these two, it's not like they were playing poorly together, and that PDO is like outrageous, a .806. That would never continue for an entire season. But if you look at all of McDavid's stats in brackets without Connor Brown, most of them are improved when he's not with Connor Brown. So that's one player that Connor Brown kind of brings down. Next player I wanted to look at is Leon Draisaitl. So with Draisaitl, and of course in brackets is Draisaitl's stats without Connor Brown. With Draisaitl, those two together put up a 46.34 Corsi for percentage. Draisaitl on his own without Connor Brown, 56.30. Shots for percentage, 50.82. Draisaitl without Connor Brown, 50.45. So it does dip a little bit for the actual shots on goal. Connor Brown and Leon Draisaitl, 45.66 expected goals for percentage. Now, Draisaitl's expected goals for without Connor Brown is 60.50%. That is very, very good. Goals for percentage, they were 25%. Leon Draisaitl's goals for percentage is 46.88%. High danger chances for 46%. Leon Draisaitl without Connor Brown is 58.52. High danger goals for 0, and then high danger goals for Draisaitl is only 38.10. Brown and Draisaitl had a 932 PDO, and Draisaitl without Brown is a 986. So that's interesting to look at from Leon Draisaitl's perspective. So now let's look at Ryan McLeod's stats here with Connor Brown. Now I'm going through mostly our centermen at the moment. So with Ryan McLeod, 52.20 Corsi for percentage, but McLeod without Brown is much better, a 10% improvement. Shots for percentage, 49.33, but again, Ryan McLeod's shots for percentage without Brown is 62.90%. They have a 46.13 expected goals for percentage. Ryan McLeod's increases to 60.93% without Brown. They have a 33.33 goals for percentage, and Ryan McLeod's is the exact same. So he's on the ice for the same rate against, with, or without McLeod there. 48 high danger chances for percentage. McLeod is 62.92 high danger chances for without Brown. Again, Connor Brown has been on the ice for 0 high danger goals for all season, which is almost impossible to even quantify. Ryan McLeod, 40.00 high danger goals for percentage. Those two together have a 974 PDO, and Ryan McLeod on his own has a 931 PDO. And then the next player I wanted to look at, even though Evander Kane is not a centerman, this is the next closest player with the amount of time on ice that Brown has played with, his most likely line mate. So with Evander Kane, 48.55 Corsi for percentage, Kane without Brown, 52.78. So a marginal improvement for Kane. Same with shots for percentage, about a 1% increase for Kane when he's not with Brown. Expected goals for percentage, again, it's not like a super huge difference here, 45.55 to 53.29. Goals for percentage, 10% when these two are on the ice together. Evander Kane has a 50% goal share when he's not with Connor Brown. High danger chances for is at 50%. So again, that's not bad. These two players, they're on the ice for the same high danger chances for, but Evander Kane does play better without Brown. Again, 0 high danger goals for percentage for Connor Brown, 50% for Evander Kane. And these two had an 897 PDO, and Evander Kane had a 1.004 PDO. So I know that's a lot of numbers, but there's one more player I want to look at, and that's Dylan Holloway. This is kind of the wild card. I was really curious when I saw these stats, and I want to know what you guys think when I go through it. So with Dylan Holloway, Connor Brown has played 45-27 with him. Corsi for percentage is 61.54%, which is better than Holloway on his own. 65.85 shot share, which is better than Holloway. 69.23 expected goals for percentage, which is better than Holloway's goals for without Brown. Now, they did have a 0 goals for percentage, and Dylan Holloway had a 37.50 goals for percentage. 66.67 high danger chances for, as opposed to a 65.96. 0 high danger goals for and 0 high danger goals against. So these two together weren't on the ice for a goal against in the high danger area. Dylan Holloway without Connor Brown, 20% high danger goals for percentage. Dylan Holloway and Connor Brown, 929 PDO. And then Dylan Holloway on his own, 946 PDO. This is an interesting one. Dylan Holloway is one of the only players on the team that actually has better stats playing with Connor Brown than playing without. And I'm wondering if there's a bit of chemistry between those two. And I'm wondering if you put those two together when Holloway's back from his injury. But what do you do with Connor Brown? Now, if it were up to me, I would put Connor Brown on waivers and I would call up Raphael Lavoie. Brown's bonus is paid now regardless, so you might as well do what's best for the roster at this point. Continuing with the sunk cost fallacy is going to continue to cost the Oilers points in the standings. However, if you don't try and bury Brown in the minors, then you stick him on line 4 and elevate Ryan or Sam Gagner until Dylan Holloway is back. Then when Holloway comes back from his injury after Christmas, you play Brown with Holloway because that seems to be the only player where Brown has a positive metric with. In a small sample size, Brown and Holloway together are really good. And I'm really curious to see if you can sustain this. And I'm wondering if Leon Draisaitl between those two would actually be a really good line. You could have a Holloway, Draisaitl, Connor Brown second line, but I'm not sure. But it's pretty obvious that Brown and Holloway had something going before Holloway's injury. I want to know what you guys think. What do you do with Connor Brown at this point? Do you continue to give him leash? Do you continue to be patient with him, understanding that he is still, coming back up to game speed from his injury and offseason surgery? Or do you eliminate the sunk cost fallacy? Do you just try and send Connor Brown to the minors at this point? Do you just put him in the press box? I want to know your guys' thoughts. Please let me know in the comment section below. And remember, please be respectful with each other. This can be a hot topic for a lot of fans, so we'll try and be nice, all right? If you guys like the video, make sure you hit like. If you really liked it, make sure you hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.